What's the most epic takedown of a charity scammer you've seen? His name was Mr. Harris, and he was a professional victim. He'd moved to our small town a year ago and quickly became a local sob story. First, his house had black mold and he needed money for repairs. Our church raised $3,000 then. His daughter needed a special surgery not covered by insurance. The community organized a bake sale and raised $5,000 more. He was always polite, always grateful, and always had a new tragedy just around the corner. But I'm a cynical person. I work in bookkeeping, and his stories didn't add up. I started digging. His social media was carefully curated to show his struggle, but he made a mistake. He used the same username on a travel forum, Wanderer72. A little more searching led me to another Instagram profile under that name. It was him, but a different version. This Mr. Harris was living large. Photos of him on a beach in Mexico. Dated the week after we paid for his mold removal. A picture of him driving a new jet ski. Posted the day his daughter was supposedly in surgery. He was running the same scams in 3 different towns under 3 different names and using our generosity to fund a luxury lifestyle. I couldn't just go to the police. He was too good at covering his tracks with fake documents. I had to expose him in a way he couldn't escape, so I decided to throw him a party. I pitched the idea of a Community Appreciation Day for Mr. Harris to the town council, celebrating his resilience. They loved it. We booked the community hall, invited the local news, and promised him a special tribute. He showed up looking humble, ready to accept another fat check from the good people of our town. The mayor gave a speech, praising his courage. Then, it was time for the tribute, a slideshow I had prepared. A look at Mr. Harris's incredible journey. I announced. The lights dimmed. The first few slides were photos from his local profile. Looking sad and worn down, the audience murmured sympathetically. Then, the screen switched to a photo of him, grinning, holding a cocktail on a yacht in the Caribbean. Here he is, taking a well-deserved break. I said into the microphone. The next slide showed our bake sale flyer next to a receipt for a $400 pair of designer sunglasses. The mood in the room shifted from sympathy to confusion, then to cold fury. I kept going, showing his vacation photos from his secret profile, juxtaposed with the sob stories he'd fed us. The final slide was a collage of his different fake names from the other towns he'd scammed. He stood frozen on the stage, his face pale. The local news reporter was filming the whole thing. Camera pointed right at him. He didn't even try to run. A week later, the local paper ran the headline. The conman of 3 counties.